Hello and welcome to Learn Hindi Lesson 47. Today we're tackling one of the absolute most fundamental and honestly most important concepts in all of Hindi grammar, and that is showing possession. Section 1, the possessive postposition, understanding ga. Okay, let's dive into this because we really need to figure out exactly how to express ownership in Hindi. Meet the word ka. This little word is the Hindi possessive postposition. It translates directly to the English word of, or, that little apostrophe S that we tack onto the end of a name. But here's the major difference. While English just uses a little punctuation mark and an S, Hindi uses an entirely separate word. And since it's a postposition, it sits right after the noun that's actually doing the owning. Section 2, Concept Step by Step, the Golden Rule of Agreement. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is we're getting into the absolute trickiest part for English speakers, object-driven agreement. Let's look at this matrix together. So in English, if a guy owns a car, it's his car. If a woman owns it, it's her car. The word changes based on the owner, right? Well, in Hindi, it's totally different. The postposition ga strictly matches the gender and number of the object being possessed. It literally doesn't care about the owner at all. So if the object is masculine singular, we use ga. If the object is masculine plural, ga magically changes to ke. And if the object is feminine, whether it's singular or plural, we just use ki. So remember, the object is entirely in charge here. So the crucial point is this. Because ka is a postposition, the owner that comes right before it is forced into its oblique form. Remember our previous lessons on the oblique case? Basically, whenever a noun is followed by a postposition, that noun absolutely must shift. It's just a fundamental rule of Hindi grammar that links the possessor directly to the postposition. Section 3, Simple Examples in Action. Meet Rahul and Anna. Let's move away from these abstract rules and actually ground this theory in reality using our two friends here. So we have a male owner named Rahul and a female owner named Anna. Take a look at the word gar, which means house. Now gar is a masculine singular noun. On the left side, we have Rahul ka gar, Rahul's house. On the right, we have Anna ka gar, Anna's house. Do you notice how it remains ga in both phrases? That's strictly because the house itself is masculine singular. The gender of Rahul or Anna makes absolutely zero difference to the word ga. Like I said, the object rules. And this brilliantly illustrates the point further, just looking at Rahul. When Rahul possesses a masculine singular object, like a son, it's Rahul ka beta. But look what happens when the object changes. If we're talking about Rahul's daughter, beti, which is a feminine word, the postposition actually shifts to match the daughter, so it becomes Rahul ki beti. And if we talk about Rahul's books, pustakin, which is feminine plural, it stays ki, Rahul ki pustakin. Even though the owner is male, the postposition shifted to feminine just for the objects. It's a real game changer once you get the hang of it. Section 4, Listen, Repeat, and Practice. Vocal pacing. All right, theory is great, but speaking out loud is how this is actually gonna stick in your brain. Let's try this one. Ladke ki kitab, which means the boy's book. Notice that the normal word for boy is ladka, but because it comes right before the postposition ki, it shifted into its oblique form, ladke. Listen and repeat. Ladke ki kitab. Good. Okay, here's another really great one. Mez ka rang, meaning the color of the tables. The normal plural for tables is mejan, but before the postposition ka, it takes the plural oblique shift to become mejon. Listen and repeat. Mejon ka rang. Excellent job. Now it is your turn. I'm going to challenge you with a direct translation prompt here. How would you say Anna's sons in Hindi? Just remember, son is beta, and the plural is bete. I'll give you a few seconds of silence to think of the answer. Let's move to and see how this builds. The answer is Anna ke bete. Did you get it right? Because sons, or bete, is masculine plural, the postposition absolutely has to match it. So ka becomes ke. Anna ke bete. Section 5, Lesson Summary, Core Takeaways. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's recap the primary grammatical structures to really cement this in your memory. Here are your two golden rules from today's lesson. Rule number 1, the postposition ka ge or gi depends entirely on the gender and number of the object being possessed, never the owner. And rule number 2, the possessor noun, the one coming right before the postposition, absolutely must change into its oblique form. Now that you know how the objects secretly control the grammar, take a look around your own room right now. What else can you correctly claim in Hindi today? Subscribe for more and follow me on Instagram, link in the description. And if you want to learn Hindi one-on-one with me, message me on Instagram or email me.